thing again?
Did I do? No. I'm looking at my recording, and it's like there's little blips that come up. That could be just me breathing, or it could be my computer fan. But it's showing as small, so you shouldn't hear it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my microphone. It's just like all of a sudden things get louder, and all of a sudden things get quieter. It's so weird. Wow. Okay.
I was
Trying
to some. Oh,
what?
let me tell you something wild. No, I'll tell it on the show. I'll tell it on the podcast because it's pretty crazy. But it's showing as small. Sonya's ending in Mortal Kombat 11 in her arcade ending.
Okay. All right. Copy that. Gonna share it on Twitter. Man, my audio settings are fucked. So I removed one of the stories in the show notes. The one about Bethesda.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, because I figured we wouldn't have anything to talk about. I just thought it was interesting at the time.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Charge Shot Gamescast live. Come join in on the fun. Yeah, I don't know why it's super loud and shit.
Yeah, you actually got louder for me. Like kind of annoyingly loud, so maybe it's the Google Hangouts thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, because like you're not like I have you at a 10 right now.
Yeah, I'm at I don't know. Okay, let's just start the show and just forget about what's happening.
Fair enough.
There's a ghost in the machine.
Yeah. Preferably, I want a ghost in the shell, but whatever.
All right. We're live. I have the chat open. All good to go. Shared.
Yay!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Charge Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around and talk about the things that they've been playing and things going on in their lives. Today, I have with me Ben.
We all float down here. Sorry.
You'll float too. Wait. We've done this before.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just me and Ben running the show this week. Justin's off doing Mother's Day stuff. I can't remember.
I think he's seeing Detective Pikachu tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
yeah, he's doing that. Also, it's Mother's Day weekend, so happy birthday. Not happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It might be somebody's birthday on Mother's Day. Mother's Day is not like a set holiday or anything, so I don't know if it's Mother's Day for y'all in Canada.
All mothers are born on the same day. Everyone knows this.
That's true. I'm pretty sure there's some kid who thinks that, like he was like 6. But happy Mother's Day to any mothers who listen to Charge Shot. Y'all wonderful people, and y'all are doing great work.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is Mother's Day up here, by the way. It's only UK, I think, that has the weird Mother's Day in like February or something.
Yeah, people freak out when they see Mother's Day trending. I'm like, oh shit, no, I forgot to call.
It's like, why is it so early?
What's throwing me off though is that normally Mother's Day is like later in May, and my mom's birthday is in May as well. And I have a bad habit. I'm like, okay, it's always before Mother's Day. So for like the past week, I'm like, did I forget to call her, tell her happy birthday? And then like she was, I saw her at work, and she's like, oh, and she was talking about like it's also at the end of the month. It's also my niece's birthday and my nephew's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Oldest nephew who's 10. And then she goes, then it's my birthday. I'm like, and I thought in my head, oh, thank God I hadn't missed it. Yes.
You're a good boy.
I'm a good boy.
All right. So yeah, let's get into the games that we've been playing. I think we're gonna go maybe an hour 40, maybe.
Are you sure?
40. No. I mean like an hour or 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. Because yeah.
Because there's 2 of us.
Exactly.
Not much news.
No. It's a light show. It's a light. Nothing wrong with that.
It's a good drive. Like a 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead and tell everyone.
Well, I played some more Golf Story just to get that out of the way. That game is really, really fun. I really, really like Golf Story. I'm on the second world now, where it's like high up in the mountains, high up in like this. I think it's a mountain, like because you're definitely high up in the sky, and like there's these there's like these gigantic ass birds that are terrorizing all the golfers, and you're trying to solve it. Like I didn't know what to expect with it because I never really played golf games growing up. Like I might have played Mario Golf a little bit, but golf is never my thing. That's a rich white man sport. Um, and I know a lot of terminology, but like it's just fun. It's like RPG-ish, but it's like, it's like the old Robin Williams thing. You whack the ball, you get in the cart. You whack the ball, you get in the cart. But like it's fun. It's fun trying to adjust your shot and trying to putt in, and and like they have little tricky arcade elements. Like there was a section where you're trying to get the groundskeeper to help you, but then he says, well, we got to stop these zombies. I'm like, wait, what? And like you literally have to hit golf balls into zombies so they explode. It's just like it's like I don't know if I saw comparisons, but I definitely can see like they were trying to be Earthbound-esque. They don't go completely like all the way Earthbound does, but it's like just a touch, and it's just enough. And then the gameplay is really solid. The frisbee thing, I don't care about that. That shit's stupid, weirdly controlled stupidly. But the golf stuff's great. Story's fine too. But most of the time though, I've been playing Mortal Kombat a lot. Just because as of yesterday, surprisingly, because I think originally at the beginning of this week they had said the patch for Nintendo Switch for NK11 will release either this Friday or at the end of early next week. So okay, so Friday or Monday. All right, fair enough. And I checked it yesterday when we were supposed to do the show, but we didn't because I said I could do it today. I'm like, well, let's see if maybe, just maybe, and it updated. And I only played like maybe an hour of it, and it's definitely noticeable. The towers aren't nearly as bullshit. You do get more rewards, which is nice, namely coinage. It's the thing is though, like it fixes that issue and how fast you get stuff, but it doesn't alleviate the grind. You're still gonna have a grind. Like that's the thing about Mortal Kombat 11 that I realized, like it just wants me to play it and play it exclusively, which for now I'm fine with that. I really don't really have a big game coming out. Like, there's not really a game I'm interested in coming out to like July with Ultimate Alliance 3. And by that point, I want to say, hopefully, I'll have enough stuff for my characters that I want that I could put the game down. Like, okay, I'll come back to this later. Do the crypt again, or do more towers at a time, which I like doing. I did one towers at a time where, the stage kept moving up and down, and it kept I feel bad for anybody who has that kind of like I don't know what the exact term is, but like you get sickness from that when you have like it's like displacement and everything.
It's not vertigo, is it?
It might be vertigo. Yeah, who gets like it's super cool, but it was like super fun. It wasn't stupid or anything. I did a one where you fought both Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and it was super hard. Got some cool mask out of them, some cool gears. And I did a couple more arcade endings. I beat Sonya. Sonya, I actually think I might play more, because she's literally nothing but combos. And you can see, and the fun thing about what I can see with her is seeing what can lead into what. I always skip the intro because I just refuse to hear Ronda Rousey speak. Like she's just terrible. But I'm gonna spoil Sonya's arcade ending. So basically at the end of Mortal Kombat in this one, everybody kind of has their version of what happens when they get the time morph, the thing that the villain Kronika has. What will they do? And Sonya is typical. She gets her family. She gets Johnny, Cassie, Jax to be her time warriors. But she's like, I needed to create a new god. So how do you create a new god? You got to kill an old god. And she literally fights like this Cthulhu-esque monster to create new gods. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. This is absurd, but it was awesome. It was great. I tried Raiden. Raiden's fun. I nicknamed his variation Thor Who because of course I had to. That's the fun part is thinking of variation nicknames. But there, bear in mind, I have not went online at all. I've been thinking about it, like just going into casual matches and just like play that because, unfortunately, in Mortal Kombat 11, if you play ranked, you have to play whatever tournament variations, which are not nearly as fun as say the variations you can come up with.
Mm-hmm.
You can do more fun stuff. So, but I'm thinking about it. And yeah, and also the game looks a little bit better. In terms like some of the edges are a little bit smoother out, which is nice. You can definitely tell. I wasn't just a placebo effect. I saw some before and after shots. I'm like, okay, it's a little bit nicer. And I swear to you, it looks even better when it's just standing in the fighting. Like the only way you can tell that it's the Switch version is when you look at the lighting. That's the biggest drawback. Yeah. But like the character models are still like really detailed and everything.
Lighting goes a long way.
It does. But to me, it's serviceable with what I want to do. Once I'm playing the game, I'm not paying attention to that, and like doing crushing blows and everything like that. It's still bullshit that you have to pay 25,000 coins and 50,000 coins just to unlock the character tower to get exclusive shit. That's still, I thought that would change. Nope, that's still got to pay it. They did lower, like, so in character towers, you had to do like X number of fatalities, X number of uppercuts or throws to advance. In the first, and it's like 20, 25 in the first one. Then before the patch, you had to get 75 brutalities and 75 fatalities to complete it. Then with the patch, they'd lowered it down to 25. I'm like, oh, thank fucking Christ! Like, thank you, seriously. But but like once I'm playing the game, I don't think about any of that stuff. I'm just happy to play the game. Am I grinding? Sure. But like you can say the same about somebody who plays an RPG when they really love the battle system. Yeah, they're grinding, but they're having fun while doing it anyway. So not hurting.
Yeah, there's grinding in lots of games. Like,
yeah.
Destiny and then the Yakuza I've been playing. I've been grinding in that.
Yeah. So like, I mean, to me, as long as I get and I'm getting rewards, you get 15 the green soul fragments instead of 5. I think it was. No, it was 10. Which when you add that for how many matches you have, how many towers you do, plus the ones that give you like say 50 souls or 100 souls, you'll get them pretty quickly if you just keep constantly playing. Also, to cap it off, they have this like the weekly challenge thing where if you place in the top certain percentile, you get a reward. And I played it so much, I was in the top 2 percentile for the last time. Which got me this cool. It got me 200 time stones, which you can use in the premium shop. And then I got a cool Sub-Zero skin just for placing in the top 3%. Well, if you place in the top 5%, you get it. So now you got to do is just play and beat towers. That's all you got to do. You do that. You do your nightly thing. You're gonna probably at least get top 20%, ideally. But that's about all I've been playing. I don't really want to go too much into it. Maybe next when I come back next time, I'll play an online match, and we'll see how bad I get bodied.
All right, sounds good. Yeah. So I've been playing pretty much. I finished off 2 games this week. I finished off God of War, and I finished off Yakuza. So I'll talk about God of War a little bit more. The ending it sets up the sequel fairly well. Like there's like a flash forward kind of, or a premonition of what the future may behold. And you go through this game and you don't meet some of the big name Norse mythology characters, and they tease some of them in the flash forward. So I'm like super excited for a new God of War. Maybe like not fix, but like just put a little bit more effort into like the skill tree stuff. I like the loot system pretty well in this. Like it's fairly set loot that you just need to upgrade. So like your armor and your
Not randomized bullshit.
no, there's no like the only thing you have to grind for that stuff is just like crafting materials, so you'll
Yeah.
know what you have. It's not random drops. At least I don't think it is. um, I think fighting the Valkyries and stuff is really cool. Like it's kind of just like a mini like boss encounter, and they're
Yeah, I've
scattered
seen those.
across
Are
the
really cool
world. Yeah,
fights.
like those were really cool fights. Some of them were pretty cheap, so I kind of just like brute force my way through them. There's like one of them had like a charging attack and like a lot of blockables. So like it's not even worth blocking. You just have to get out of the way. So the
Mm.
way that I handle that is I just get as cheap as I can and buy resurrection stones and get my rage meter up and just constantly use my rage because I get my health back while I do that and I just do damage and just hammer on the square button for Artemis to shoot his arrows. Uh, so yeah, that's pretty fun. I still have it installed, so I might go back and do some of that stuff because it's just a good game. Like it's
Yeah,
well done.
yeah, it looks pretty.
Yeah.
I watched the Let's Play of it because I was like, well, I'm not buying a PS4. I might as well watch the Let's Play of it. And my God, the visuals in that game are so
Yep.
amazing, and some of the bosses you fight and what you have to do. It's so epic.
Yep.
In a new age way, not like in an old school way.
Yeah. They yeah, exactly. They kept the scale of things because that's one of the things that God of War was known for was scale,
Hmm.
and I'm glad that they kept that as a theme throughout. I also really like the relationship between Artemis and Kratos. Uh, there's some like really cool fan theories that I've been reading online about like what Kratos is and like some like time manipulation stuff, and it seems really cool. I won't spoil it here, but yeah, go play God of War, go finish it, and then go watch or we'll go back home after you beat the game, and then watch the secret ending. Which I think games should do more of that kind of stuff, like secret
Secret
ending.
ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you
Oh,
used
they
to get
do it.
those.
They're just gonna charge you the season pass for that shit.
They used to do this all the time. Like I remember in like Halo, they always had like a secret ending if you beat it on like heroic or something. You get an extra thing that other people wouldn't see.
Kingdom Hearts, I know, did that. If you did it like on Proud Mode or whatever, you got a secret ending. Or
Yeah,
if in like Metroid One, you got like a secret ending. You got the
yeah,
hint
that
that Dark
was
Samus was alive.
yeah, yeah. Um, you figured with like Marvel, like the Stinger, like popularizing the Stinger, they would do that in video games more. But
You think, but
yeah, you think it'd be cool. Yeah, just do more of those.
Mortal Kombat actually 11 has alternate endings or like different good ending and true endings. So I
mhm,
don't know how you get them. They're not obvious, but they're
yeah.
there.
So yeah, it's a good game. And then I finished off Yakuza Zero. Uh,
Ooh.
Ben, go finish off Yakuza Zero.
I know. I finished. This isn't spoiler. I finished Majima's chapter where he meets
The girl.
the masseuse guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's where I left, and I rejoined back up with Kiryu. So like wait, what's going on? So then MK11 came out. It's just like, yeah, I know I need to go back to it. I need to.
you were just starting to get into the shit.
I know. I know.
But yeah, it was like just so emotional the ending for Yakuza Zero. Like I just love the way that they present these games. Like the presentation is just so top notch. It's so cinematic. Um, the relationship between Majima and a certain someone that you haven't met yet, Ben, is great. When they meet back up after a while, it's so good. I've already beat Kiwami 1 now. Just going for Kiwami
Is
2.
that $20 as well?
I think so. It's like 20, 30, something like that.
Okay.
Um, and Kiwami 2 is almost out. Or it's already
Are
out.
they gonna remake? Because I know Yakuza 6 is out. Are they gonna remake 4 and 5 as well?
I think they're gonna do 3, 4, and 5 as well.
Wow, that's crazy. That's awesome.
I don't know yet. I just, but I'm pretty sure that they are. Yeah, Yakuza's a great series.
I'm glad, like as a Sega fan, to see like something else besides Sonic the Hedgehog do extremely well out of nowhere, seemingly.
Well, it's more like a secret. Like it's like for Western audiences, especially, it's like been like a secret, uh, quality game, sleeper hit, if you will. And like I actually just read up like some of the backstory for this. Like the guy who made Yakuza, he like risked his like career for making it come over to the West,
Oh wow.
or yeah, to the West. Like he bet it all on Yakuza, and like it played off. It played so well for him, and now I think he's running the games section now at Sega.
That's well, he deserves it.
I haven't double checked that, but
Are
I
you gonna
wouldn't be
get
surprised.
the cop one Judgment when it comes out to
Yeah,
be
I'm
more?
I'm hoping to get that like as soon as it comes out. Um, I hear like it looks good, and from what I've heard of what it's like, it's right up my alley. So it's like Yakuza, Ace Attorney stuff. That's what I've heard.
That's that and it's cool is that it's in the same universe, so you might
Yeah,
see Majima and Kiryu and
yeah,
certain other people.
yeah. Let's see, play that, finish that.
I will. I prom. There's too many games. Mortal Kombat has me by the balls.
And then the game that I've been given to talk about today is Box Boy plus Box Girl. I haven't played too much of that, maybe like a world or two. It's very cool, like mind bending puzzle these kind of things. Like all it is that you're a box person, and you're just trying to complete levels by building up boxes of yourself. So certain levels, there's like a limitation on how many boxes you can make. Um, this is like two, and then there's also challenges for limited amount of boxes to use throughout the level. And what you get is you get time. There's two different currencies. There's like a time currency and a crown currency, and you use those to like get just cosmetics for your guy and make him look cool. You can also play as Box Girl, and she has a bow in her hair or her head rather. She doesn't really have hair unless you give her hair, I guess. Yeah, some of the cosmetic stuff is kind of fun, and it's a really good like puzzle game. One of the things that I love about the Switch and like 3DS are puzzle games. It's like my go-to for commutes. So yeah, it's a quality game.
Yeah, part of me wants to play them, and I'm like, I'm just not into puzzle games like that because it like might me thinking too hard, me press button to do fireball. That's how I am. But it looks charming. It looks really charming
Yeah,
for being how like minimalistic that it is.
yeah, like it's really cool. Like you can also cheat some of the solutions. So, for example, like if you this so you can only like make 10 boxes within a level or something like that. Like that's the goal, that's the target. If you go above that, you don't get a crown or time currency, whatever the hell it's called. I have no idea what it's called, but you can cheese some of the jumps. So like you can like edge yourself out a little bit and then put a box down, and so like you get like a box and a half of like your worth of a jump. So that's what I've been doing mostly. Right now I'm at the part where it's like, yo, it builds stairs with your boxes and stuff like that, and like uh, ways to get around without platforms, like building out your stairs and ladders and stuff. It's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I need to play more of that. I haven't been commuting this week, so I haven't played a whole lot of it. Uh, so that's all I've been playing, really. So let's before we go into the news, Ben wanted to talk about the It trailer.
Oh, finally that we got one. Like I feel like well, like we should have gotten something, but when we got it, oh, we got one. So what do you think, Thomas?
I thought it did a good job of bringing us back into it.
Mm-hmm.
What I remember the most from the trailer is specifically that old lady scene. That's
Yeah.
straight up stripped out of the previous um It movie in the book. I thought that was done really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Well, when like, because I read the book obviously between the movies, between last time. I think we actually did We did a watch along for both the 1990 movie and the 2017. So go listen to those and watch the movie along with
Did
us.
we do one for 2017?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't think we did.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We did both parts of the first one. I know that.
Well, we got to do it 2017 before the new one comes out. I'm pretty sure we did though. Maybe I'm misremembering it. But when there's a shot in there where like the old lady's in the background and you see her move awkwardly. I went, okay, no.
I love it when like she like peeks her head around just to like, keep looking at her. It's like
Pennywise is just going, oh
like,
no,
I got my eyes on you. It's like, oh,
no,
God.
and then because that's one of the more creepier scenes from the book, from what I remember, and then it goes into a montage stuff, and it looks like they're going to be doing the ritual of Chud or something, which is like they didn't tackle that at all in the first movie. Considering, I'm not going to spoil it, but considering what happens between the children, maybe that's probably why they didn't do it. But maybe they'll do it in the version of it. But I'm excited, dude. I'm excited because it 2017 was my favorite movie of that year. It was so scary and but yet it was so heartwarming because it was like coming of age. It was a 80s movie with like murder, like 80s like adventure movie with murder. I like some of the we only really got Jessica Chastain as Beverly. We got most of her. She seems good. And then James McAvoy as Bill. He didn't stutter. But I think when he gets older, he loses it, and maybe he'll get it. I think he starts to stutter.
Yeah, what happened was he doesn't stutter anymore, and then when he comes back to Derry, he starts it again. It's a slow build back up to being stuttering again.
Yeah, what's weird to me is that like at first, at least his one line in the trailer, I swear he's speaking with his British accent. I'm like, but Bill's from Maine. Why? Because I know I don't remember if he moves to the UK or not. Maybe he adapts it there, and they can just that way James doesn't have to. He can have a quasi English American accent, but he looks all right. Obviously, there's one character from the Losers Club from the original that is clearly not there, and we know why. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but you know why if you read the book or saw the movie from 19.
I know. I'm kidding. I already know.
Yeah, but that last shot of the trailer though of Pennywise with the orange lighting and oh god, I'm ready to be freaked out again. Oh my god.
Yeah, they really played up the balloons.
Oh. Yeah. So one of the creepiest shots is him like flying and he's being held up by inverted balloons, and I don't know why that freaks me out, but it does. Like
the only thing I could think of when I saw that was just like 99 Luftballons.
Oh god, this song is 30 years old.
Someone needs to take that song and cut up it 2017 or whatever.
Yes, do it please. But I'm excited. Like I was a little like, come on, the movie's supposed to come out in September. It's already May. Can we get something? And we got something good. So it was worth the wait. I cannot wait for this movie.
September 6th. Go watch it.
I wish it came out in October, but whatever. It's fine. It's close enough. It's a spooky time.
All right. Yeah. Cool beans. So let's move into some video game news.
Le news.
Ben, your favorite CEO is back in the news.
Who, Reggie?
No, not Reggie.
Oh, fucking Randy.
Randy Pitchford.
Oh my god.
Oh man, he needs to just like get his phone taken away from him.
Like, maybe Gearbox isn't that big of a company, but they have to have like a board of directors, right? They're a company, right? That's how that works.
I think it's a private company, isn't it?
Okay. I don't know, but like somebody in the company has to be like, Randy, you need to shut the fuck up.
I think Randy owns it, but 2K is publishing the game, so
yeah, like maybe they can go to him like, Randy, you need to shut the fuck up, like, Jesus. Okay. But also, yeah, but this isn't about that though.
Well, it's part of that. Anyways, so here we have is the latest Borderlands 3 controversy involves alleged physical assault against former Claptrap voice actor. And the way this all came about was that David Eddings, he did the voice for Claptrap originally. And while he was at Borderlands, he was an executive, so he did the voice for free, basically just like adding on to his other responsibilities as an executive there, um, which is kind of like fairly common in business. I work as, I'm not an executive, but I'm salaried and I just do the things that I'm responsible for, and then just getting new stuff. Anyways, that's personal life. um,
I know that feeling up to it. Hey, we want you to. Hey, we know you know how to do this. We want you to do this as well. Okay, but I got nope. You're gonna do this for today. Oh, okay.
It's like I work in automotive. No, you work in produce. It's like, oh god damn it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then yeah, he's left Gearbox. I don't remember where he is now. Do you remember? I don't know. But people were asking him like, why didn't he come back? Oh man, I'm trying to find the original tweets. Why didn't he come back? He said Gearbox wasn't paying him for the voice for this one. I'm trying to find the original tweets because the whole thread is crazy. I'll just read this and see if it makes sense. So I was fine. This is from David Edding's tweets. I was fine moving on after Gearbox, but when my former boss starts mouthing off about various aspects of my employment, including how highly compensated I was and how generous he is, I feel obligated to correct the record. So when he said that, that's when Randy Pitcher said, when he was working here with us originally as an executive, he was highly compensated for his work. And what they actually offered him was, I think his like the standard rate plus double. So that was their offer for him to play Claptrap. And what he originally wanted was the royalties for voicing Claptrap, and they couldn't reach an agreement. He says, I had a lot of mixed feelings, asked to reprise the role of Claptrap last year. Eventually realized I was willing to put differences aside and do something cool for Borderlands fans with my friends at Gearbox. Ultimately, he offered to do it for free in exchange for past royalties owed, plus an apology for something I've never spoken about in publicly until now. Randy Pitcher physically assaulted me in the lobby of the Marriott Marquis at GDC 2017, which I'd like to know what that involved. Like, what is the physical assault?
Is it a shove? Is it a punch? Is it a slap?
Yeah, like I want to know how severe that was.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Randy's been on tilt the last few years. Oh, you don't say, David. What can make you say that? I don't know.
Maybe when you're not a perpetual liar, maybe, you know.
Anyways, he's not the victim he portrays himself to be. I even blocked him a couple of years ago, stalking me on social media. Enough is enough. As an aside, it seems a bit conspicuous that he chimed in on my salary but didn't mention anything about the $20 million in revenue siphoned away from the employees' royalty pool. FYI, Gearbox employees are asked to take lower salaries with the promises of royalty shares.
Okay, that's disgusting.
Yeah, this is some. Yeah, this like that's the lawsuit that he's currently under. Was for that. 2K says they won't give a statement regarding your ongoing lawsuit, but the allegation is false. And it sure seems a lot easier to just deny it, which I don't agree with, because like if you're being sued, like it's best not to put out a public statement about this kind of stuff. Like it's best to like leave it to the lawyers and like have them be your defense about this kind of stuff. Because like whatever you say, it might just blow up in your face and be used against you. Like that's why cops, when they arrest you, it's like whatever you say may be used against you, right? Yeah, this is not good. This like Randy needs to go away and like hide in a bunker for a while.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't even before this is just like okay, you're done. You're, as the kids say today, you're canceled, Randy.
Oh, is that what they said?
Whether or not he assaulted him, that's one thing. That's allegedly. We can't say it not that happened. But the fact that he put out that, Gearbox employees are pretty much stressed to the point where like, well, you take less money, but you'll get in this pool. I'm like,
yeah,
no, pay me my fucking money.
Give me my salary.
Pay me my fucking money. Fucking corporate greed, man.
Yeah, man. It's getting really bad. It's blowing up. Like we had the riot walkout. So I think this week, was it this week? I think it was this week.
It was this week, yeah.
Yeah. So this stuff needs like it feels like it's getting to a head where like things are gonna have to change.
Agree.
They have to. Yeah, moving from one CEO to another is like this one's a beloved executive.
Yeah.
Reggie. So there's a change.org for Nintendo of America Inc. must honor retiring legend Reggie with a fully loaded Aeron chair. I don't know what to say about this because this is weird.
Yeah. You know, it's first I was gonna say like nobody signed for this, and I realized it just didn't load yet. Never mind.
Oh yeah, there's like 23,000 people that have
Yeah.
signed
So
for this.
like, and the chair cost $15,000 or something like that.
No, like 1,500.
Oh, that's still a lot.
But yeah, it's still a lot of money, and he
For
could buy the chair if he wanted it.
He
Really,
probably has a good enough sat. Like, guys, he can if he wanted the chair, he can obtain the chair.
But what really gets me is that Reggie just comes out on Twitter. He's like, "Thanks to the team at Herman Miller and the 23,000 Change.org petitioners, I am getting a fully loaded Aeon chair for my home office. We'll send photos." So he's just like, "All right, sweet, a free chair."
I mean, hey, I don't blame him. He didn't, it's not like he begged for it. Like, no, if you wanted to do something nice for him, and they did. Now do something nice for me, and buy me an Aeon chair. Are they supposed to be really? I'd imagine that thing better massage my back and call me sweet things while I'm working for the cost of that much for a fucking chair.
Yeah, it's actually surprising. I actually didn't know the cost of these chairs until I was talking to my boss about it. And I'm like, oh, I really love this chair that you guys got me. Like, it's amazing. I was thinking about buying one for myself and just seeing like how much it is. And he goes, those are like thousands of dollars. Like, people rent those chairs. I'm like, what? It's ridiculous.
When I first saw the image, I'm like, oh, they fucking got that shit at Walmart. I seen the mesh,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh no.
So yeah, fully loaded Herman Miller Aeron chair. I don't even know if I'm saying that right anymore. We're talking lumbar support, polished aluminum, chamfered edge legs, fully adjustable leather armrest, all the whole deal. Oh man, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. He could have bought the chair, guys. Like, he probably already has a nice chair in his office.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right. So moving on into some more business news, we got proposed legislation aims to ban loot boxes in the United States.
Yay.
I was gonna say no, yay, like
Yay. Let's just hope that it actually makes it into fucking law.
the businesses or the government's is putting its nose in your business now.
Listen, like it's the game industry's fault. Because they kept like, well, what if we did this? And they push and they push and they push. And once you push too much, well, then the government's got to come in because you guys can't self-regulate. Fuck you.
Senator Josh Hawley has announced plans to introduce a bill to the U.S. Senate to address and restrict the use of loot boxes and pay-to-win microtransactions in video games, particularly in games aimed at children. The Protecting Children from Abusive Games Act. Wow. I didn't think that was.
That's. I mean, for the children. That's. Yeah.
The children.
Name it. How about for the parents whose fucking child got their credit card information and spent thousands of dollars on loot boxes? For the parents.
Act according to a press release shared by Missouri Senator today. Too bad Justin's not here. Aims to bar games played by minors from including certain monetization schemes like loot boxes and in-game purchases that give players speedier progression for competitive advantages. In this legislation, he calls out Candy Crush Saga as an example that pay-to-win monetization, pointing out that the free-to-play game offers a $149 bundle, among several others that gives paying players in-game currency difficulty aiding boosts, 24-hour worth of unlimited lives. When a game is designed for kids, game developers shouldn't be allowed to monetize addiction. And when kids play games designed for adults, they should be walled off from compulsive microtransactions. Game developers who knowingly exploit children should face legal consequences. So all this stuff, like, it sounds good.
Yeah.
At least to me, anyways.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they're phrasing it about the children because that's the only way they can get it passed. Because like, well, you're an adult, you should control yourself. Like, yeah, it's not that easy sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want the thing, and they make it a way you have to buy the thing instead of whatever. Yeah, it's good. This is good though. Let's just hope
this is good government.
Yeah. Well, let's just hope it actually passes into law, and maybe the next Star Wars multiplayer game won't be filled with microtransactions and loot boxes. I mean, like, if you want to do a season pass that promises new maps or new characters, that's fine, reasonably priced. But the second you want to start nickel and diming people for stupid shit, miscellaneous shit, or shit that looks very similar, that's when you're clearly manipulating people. Like, this isn't known.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's gonna happen after that. Like, if it gets passed, like, they're gonna look for another thing to do to try and just like get the nickel and diming in somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, because that's how see, this is why I play indie games mostly and Nintendo games, because that shit ain't gonna come there. Like, the closest thing I've gotten tasted is Mortal Kombat 11, and that's tame in comparison to, say, like, other games. Mortal Kombat 11, I can't buy everything.
Yeah, I think most of that stuff happens in like mobile games and sports games, really.
Well, a lot of EA games are like that. There's a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of in-game microtransactions in like a lot of Ubisoft games, so it's not as bad as mobile stuff sometimes, but it shouldn't be there in a game that you pay $60 for, or maybe $100 if you buy the season pass for it. Like, if I buy the season pass, I get all of it. Bottom line, I gave you that extra $50 or $40.
I don't know. I never noticed it in Ubisoft stuff. Like, there's stuff where like you have
It's
to buy.
there, but it's not as, like, say, Victor. It's not as sinister. It's just kind of just there, which it shouldn't be there.
I really like their Ubisoft system where they had you earn Ubisoft points and then you would just buy stuff with that, because like you just get those by playing the game, and then it's just like a reward currency like Nintendo had for a while. That stuff was cool, but now they got rid of that, and I don't know what's going to happen with their points going forward. I think they're going to give you like discounts on games, which is okay, but it's not really for me. So moving on from that, we have Digital Foundry finds Mortal Kombat 11 also using Switch's boost mode.
I said it looked nicer.
Did you use the boost mode? Did you use the boost to get through?
I did use the boost to get through. But then I didn't use bombs wisely, and it cost me. And then Scorpion did a fatality on Slivy because Slivy doesn't know how to shut the fuck up.
I don't know. Did Scorpion do a barrel roll at all?
He did a barrel. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Scorpion did a barrel roll.
No, what did you have to say about this?
Nothing. Okay. I
Okay.
mean, it's like I didn't notice it. Like, again, I said that. I mean, it runs nicer. Like, it looks better, but like I think it's one of those things where you have to look at a digital like you have to look at a before and after thing, where like it's like side by side versus once I boot up the game again, I'm like, I forget what the previous version looked like unless it's like a complete UI overhaul, but everything largely is the same. At least to me. I maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe it's just a subtle thing I'm not paying attention to it. The crib still sucks though. It takes forever and it still crashes on me, so there's that.
Anyways, the boost mode that was added to the Switch's new update, which I passed over that last week by accident. I didn't mean to. I just forgot. It's kind of like the PS4 boost mode, where it just makes it so that like the GPU and CPU get clocked up more, so it has more power to it. Yeah, I haven't messed around with it myself at all.
Yeah, I don't even know how. I think it's just an automatic thing.
I think you can go in if it works the same way the PS4 works. It's a setting that you have to activate. All right, I'm just gonna move on to video game announcements that were made. So Ubisoft announces Ghost Recon Breakpoint, a sequel to Wildlands. I know, Ben, you don't care, but I'm super excited about the sequel to Wildlands. It's a game that me and my dad played quite a bit. And the most notable thing here is that there's going to be PvP at launch, which like I didn't even realize that game even had PvP until later. Because I play it more like a PVE game, where it's just like co-op, like me and some friends gather around and just like shoot dudes. It's a really good game for that. They're also gonna add a raid later on down the line, and also have like more DLC to it. So it's gonna add stuff like Division 2 is doing, and like Destiny has done. So it's like it's another game that I'm gonna get really into, and it's coming out this year. I think like October 4th, and there's also said what is it here? There's potential for more Ubisoft crossover pollination in Breakpoint. They also brought Predator to Wildlands, which was a really cool mission. So it doesn't mean that we have limitations. So like I'm looking forward to like more weird crossover stuff.
That is fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, all of Ubisoft's games are in a shared universe, so like they're all in the same world.
You mean Rayman's gonna be my wingman now?
Yes. Wouldn't it be hype? Put Rayman in the next Assassin's Creed game. Do it, Ubisoft.
I would love to have Rayman as like as a cartoon character in like the real world of like the wild of Ghost Recon. He's like got a gun and he's like hiding in the bushes and stuff.
That would be so great.
That'd be cool. Another cool thing is John Wick Hex. Did you see the trailer for this?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so this is being designed. Head designer is Mike Bithell. He's done Volume and some other indie stuff. So John Wick Hex is gonna be more in the vein of Volume, where Volume was like a stealth game, but this is gonna be a bit more like a turn-based action stealth game, which is kind of crazy. There's parts where like you pause time and you plan out your moves, and then it executes them. And I like the art style. Art style looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the art style is cool.
It's like a cell shaded kind of thing.
Very minimalist.
Yeah, I'll check this out at some point. I'm really excited for John Wick 3.
Yeah, everybody is, except for me, because I still haven't seen the first one.
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
I don't think so. If it is, I haven't looked.
It's on Canadian Netflix anyways. I watch those every time. I'm just like, I want to see a dude just shoot a bunch of dudes. Keanu Reeves, he's back in his action roles, man. It's great. Great movies. What's also back is Persona 5. Persona 5 Royals extra semester is beyond what Persona 4 Golden players will expect. That's the headline of the article.
Well, don't need to read the article. Told me everything I need to
know. Pretty much. Developer confirms that Persona 5 Royal is a standalone game, that Persona 5 save data cannot be used with the game. However, apparently there will be some kind of bonus for those who have the original Persona 5 save data. Yeah, I'm getting to the point. I don't think I'm gonna get this really unless it's like on super sale, because I've already bought Persona 5 and I've already played through that game.
This is for people who didn't play Persona 5 and put 100 hours into it.
Yeah,
like this is okay. It has new stuff. Okay, cool. But
then why even like have like Persona 5 fans? They have to buy a whole new game, like a whole new full price game. It sucks.
If you have that game on your library, it should only be like a $20 upgrade. Really,
yeah, it should.
That's what they did for. That's what Arc System Works did for Guilty Gear, Rev 2, where if you had the base game, you would buy Revelator 2 for $20. But if you didn't, you would have to buy that plus the game. So, I don't know. This is dumb.
Yeah. It also has a new feature in this Persona 5 Royal called Play Assist. And what this does is like it gives you your social interactions and confidant levels, like it automatically suggests people and places to visit. So for people that like have choice fear, what's it called? Petrification? Being petrified by choice?
I thought that was being turned to stone, but sure.
But being petrified just means like you're frozen in place. Words. But yeah, so if you have like issues with that for like big games, this would help. Also, if you want to see more of the game, then having to replay it. Anyways, if this was a DLC thing, I'd check it out. But
Yeah, and if this is coming to Switch, I'd be super excited. But it's not coming to Switch.
If it was coming to Switch, I'd probably buy it again, just cause like
The portability. I mean, the portability, man.
Yeah.
Fucking cowards.
Well, they have it running on PS3. They might as well port.
Yeah,
that one
you telling
over.
me you can't get it to run on a fucking Switch?
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
So State of Play. Did you check out State of Play?
The only thing I saw State of Play is the one thing that made me cry this week, and you know what it
Flying Squirrel
is.
game.
Yes, the Flying Squirrel game. It's so wholesome. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see the whole thing. I know it had some Monster Hunter stuff and some other things, but there was only one thing I cared about. That was all over my Twitter feed. Besides a certain other thing that's
Predator.
Oh yeah, the Predator
Games.
game. I haven't seen anything on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like it's made by the guys that did Friday the 13th. So it's like one of those games.
Oh, that's That game was jank as fuck, but it was super fun to watch.
Yeah. Also, Medieval releases October 25th.
Finally! Good lord!
That thing was coming for like years.
Yeah. Remember when they like just? Oh, by the way, Medieval's coming out at that last PlayStation experience they ever did. It was just like, oh yeah, by the way, this is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So weird.
New Tokyo Jungle. Yeah, this is the Flying Scroll game. It's called Away. No, wait. Yeah, it is called Away. And also there's a 4-player co-op game called Riverbond. Features characters Shovel Knight, Bastion, and some others. It just looks like a generic like dungeon crawler game. And then Monster Hunter World, like as you said, there's a new DLC called Iceborne. I thought it looked pretty cool with new monsters and stuff. I reinstalled Monster Hunter World, so I jumped back into that. But the marquee of this is Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer.
Yeah. It's also fucking divisive as hell.
Why?
Which I'm not surprised. Well, because you have... I was going to mock people, and I'm like, I can't. Because there's some people who are upset because the game is changing the combat
the game
system.
Looks good.
Yeah, but like some people are like, I just want an FF7 with
nice
nice
buy
graphics.
FF7 again. It's already on the fucking PlayStation.
It's everywhere. You can fucking buy FF7 on your fucking Switch now, which I have, and I still need to play it again. I will. But it looks great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just so mad it took this long. Like, it was 2015 when we last heard of this game.
Yeah. I forget how long ago it was. And then they had all that trouble. They outsourced it for a while, and then that didn't work out. So they brought it inside.
Yeah. I mean, like, if they're going to change things, fine. I think they're going to change things.
Yeah, sure. Of course. If I actually rewatched the trailer multiple times and paused it on parts where it looked like it was a battle, and it's real-time battle. It looks like there's an attack button, like you hammer on an attack button, like an action RPG. Yeah. I think kind of it's gonna be more like Final Fantasy 15 in that,
which wasn't bad. That combat system, from what I saw, was really fun.
I think it's a little bit better than serviceable. But it's not like fantastic or great.
Yeah, it looked fun from what I was watching. I can't really attest to it. So
they have the cross slash in there, classic.
Yeah. But the part that made me cry was when they fucking showed Aerith and you heard her piano. I'm like, oh no, and she looks so pretty. And I'm just like she's just the way she looks at you, and like her voice actress is like it's just only 2 lines of dialogue, but like she just has that sense of pureness that's Aerith. That's weird. That's weird.
Man, I can't wait for this thing. Like, they're gonna have more to announce June. What was it? June 5th? I don't know.
Probably E3 time.
Yeah, E3 time.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get an announced date, like a release date. I don't know.
And they still said, yeah. And
I'm not gonna hype myself up to be disappointed like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Like this is a day one purchase for me, even if it's shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, it's gonna look good. So
it looks
I
good.
mean, but like the one thing they didn't show is Tifa. We saw Barrett, we saw Aerith, we saw Cloud, we saw
What's
Sephiroth.
so what we saw? Oh yeah, that's true. I was gonna say in that defense was that they showed everything that happened within like the first like 10 minutes, something like that. But then
Except for
they showed,
Sephiroth, because
yeah,
Sephiroth was not there in the original game. Which that I think that's what made people mad. Like, oh my god, they're changing shit. I'm like, if you want
I
to replay FF7, just go fucking replay FF7. Just go do that.
I don't know if he's gonna be there in the first like mission or whatever. I think that's just
Yeah,
there just because like we need to show Seth Roth because he's the
he's
guy.
he's one of the most badass villains in all of gaming. Show him off.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be like a scene forward, or like some people speculated it might be a like a hallucination that Cloud sees, because obviously
Sure.
of
Mako.
spoiler shit for that happens to him.
Yeah.
You were never there. Oh no, God,
Yeah.
that can we talk? Sorry, that whole scene fucked. That whole segment in that game when I first played it fucked me up too much. Oh,
Oh man, it's so good. Like Cloud's memories and stuff like that. Oh,
that whole game is good.
that
Like
game
I
is
don't
good.
have, and then I don't have nostalgia for it. I played it for the first time in 2013, 14. So no preconceived notions about it, except it's one of the greatest games of all time. And then I agree. Yeah, this is one of the fucking greatest games of all time.
um, I've never finished it actually though.
Really?
Yeah, I
How
got
far
to
did you get?
what
How far did you get?
to the last boss. I just couldn't beat him. I did the thing where like I just powered up one party. I didn't power up everyone, so like half the
Mm.
party was super weak and just died instantly.
Yeah,
I was like,
Sephiroth can be a pain in the ass. There's a glitch in the PS1 version that you can exploit to get like unlimited like elixirs or something like that. That's how I beat him.
okay.
Like unlimited like something, and that's how I did it. When I played on the Switch version though, I'm like, okay, and easy mode and boost mode, and we're done. I don't need to prove myself again.
Yeah. I have it on PC, but I think I'm like I was playing through it for a while, and then I was like, oh, that remake's coming. I might as well just wait for that.
Yeah. Well, I won't be getting the remake, so I'll be playing through it on my Switch.
I can't wait for the cross-dressing scene, the saucer.
I hope they keep intact that you could like go accidentally go on a date with Barrett.
Oh
Like
man,
if
they
you
have to.
like at the golden saucer, like that would be so great.
First time playing through, my guy was Barrett.
You went on a date with Barrett?
That's my first time through.
No, you just like I'm gonna ignore these two hotties over here in Aerith and Tifa, my
I'm hanging out with my
friend.
homeboys. I'm 7 years old. Girls are icky.
I guess I was all like okay, I was all in Aerith. I'm like you are my girl. I will protect you. You are too innocent for this world, and I couldn't save her.
Yeah. I didn't have that attachment to Aerith, but like I can
Really?
see it. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just because like I like girls like that, and like I see girls like that in video games. And I'm like, I just need to protect you. Now I knew she was gonna die.
Yeah, I'm more of a Tifa guy. Like I like
Okay.
the Tom girls and stuff like
Tifa's
that.
great. I love her attitude, but like Aerith's like the kind of girl where you need to be protected, and so like it hurt when I'm like I knew she was gonna die. Like that was the one thing everybody knows about FF7 is like Eric dies. Spoiler, whatever. You've seen memes on it probably. So
He
like,
sees
but
dead
what?
people.
Yeah, but like at least for me, like when it fucking happened, like you see the whole sequence, and then the fucking boss fight afterwards. You hear her fucking thing. That's the first and only time I've cried during a boss fight, where I'm just like you son of a bitch, you took away my healer, you asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
The game's great. Oh,
The music that plays when she dies. It's just
yeah, her
oh yeah, but it's also Sephiroth just coming in, just stabbing her through. And it's like, doo doo doo, Sephiroth.
yeah, that whole and then like the story, and then that second disc gets so mentally fucked up.
The stuff with Barrett.
The stuff with Barrett, and so draining. Like that game gets real
Yeah,
at points, like way more than when you think when you start the game. Like it's crazy.
Like when I started, like I didn't expect all that stuff with like that side story with Barrett and like his town and all that kind of stuff. Like I wasn't into any of that. And it's crazy.
There's like I know like a lot of people hate FF7, because it's overrated. I'm like,
It looks like
it's good for
polygons. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
well,
it's good for a reason. Like there's a reason why 97, 2000, like 22 years later, people still love talking about it and people still play it. There's a reason for that, and there's a reason for that.
All right. I think we proved their point here.
Yeah, I know. It's so good.
So good. Can't wait. And that's going to do it for our show today. Thank you, Ben, for coming on.
No problem. Anytime we can talk about FF7, it's a good time.
Where can the people find you?
You can find me at twitter.com/Marvel'sIggy, where once FF7 Remake starts coming out, you'll see nothing but high-quality art retweets of Aerith, because she doesn't have a lot of fan art, and that upsets me.
You can find me on Twitter, CSG Thomas on Twitter. You can also check us out here at chartshot.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher. We're on Spotify now, so you can check us out there.
Yeah.
Leave a review if you can. And email me, thomas@chartshot.com. And until then, guys, enjoy your games.
Bye-bye. Sephiroth. Oh, that final boss was so nuts.
And the